Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's first address the fact that I chopped off my hair. I was quite bored of my long hair and I wanted something very different, something fun. So I chopped off my hair. I'm not regretting it at all. I really like how it's looking so far, and my hair grows very quickly, so I'm not bothered about the length right now. Now coming to the video, GlamGals Cosmetics. I'll show you the brand. GlamGals Cosmetics recently sent me a lot of products for review purposes and for trying out the products. So I asked you guys on my Insta if you would like to see a first impressions, because I did not use any of the products before. I haven't used any of the products before. My battery is dying. Okay, so I asked you guys and you said yes. So this is the look which I've come up with. It's a not very bold, but again a bold look with ombre sort of a liner going on, blue ombre liner. So if you guys want to know my thoughts on all of the products which I've used from GlamGals Cosmetics, then keep on watching. So the first product we are going to be trying out today is this foundation by GlamGals. This is their ultra waterproof liquid foundation, and this promises to give you pure 100% matte finish. And on the back side it says it is oil free, mattifying, shine control, waterproof, high coverage, and lasts up to 18 hours. And they have sent me the shade Porcelain, which is LF17. So hopefully this should be my match. I'm not quite sure because I have a feeling this might look dark. So this comes with a pump. For some reason I expected this to be like Fit Me foundation without any pump, but this has a pump. I'm just going to shake it once and pump out. To pump, I'm going to be starting with this side of my face, and I'm going to be using a damp sponge. This is Pack sponge. The coverage is quite nice. It covered up the acne mark in just one go, that too with a beauty blender. That rarely happens with foundations. So I'll quickly do this side as well. So this is one layer of foundation applied on my face, and I applied it with a damp sponge, as you all saw. Right now I don't think it has set into a completely matte finish. Definitely a lot of shine underneath my eyes, and there's still some tackiness going on. So I think I have to let it set on my skin. So for now I'm just going to let it be. I'm going to proceed with the rest of my makeup. And coverage wise, I would say it has really good coverage, because to achieve this sort of coverage where I can barely see my pimple marks, I have to use a brush. But with this foundation, as you saw, I used a damp sponge, and most of my imperfections are not seen. So coverage wise it's quite nice. It's just that it's not set, it's not setting immediately. So for next I have a concealer, and for that I have their Pure Radiance Correct and Conceal concealer. Now this is very similar to Maybelline's Dream Lumi Touch concealer. If you have used that, you would know it comes in with this sort of a brush tip applicator, and in that I think you have to kind of twist it, but here you have to like press so that the product comes out. So it's oozing out right now because I've already done the whole initial pressing part. You have to press multiple times for the product to come out. Just to check out the shade, because I have two shades. I have the shade 5 and number 2. So 5 is quite dark for me, and it has a very good peachy undertone. So I'll probably use this correct or color correct my dark circles. But right now I'm just going to barely use this for highlighting, because the foundation itself is quite light. I'm not going to use this a lot. So as you can see, I've applied it on the areas where I want to highlight, and now I'm going back with my sponge and let's blend this out. It's blending very easily. Again, with Dream Lumi I always had this problem where I just had to blend for 5 minutes, but with this that's not the case. It's blending very easily actually. So for the concealer, I'm really loving it. It was quite easy to blend, which was so I did not expect it to blend so easily, because all the pen sort of concealers which I've used in the past have been very difficult to blend. I'll just show you the coverage on the back of my hand, because on my face, since I already had foundation on, you cannot really tell. But coverage wise, I would say this has very decent coverage. This is what sort of coverage you would get. I actually really like these sort of pen highlighting concealers, because in photos, on the areas wherever you have used this, that particular area just looks flawless. So right now I would give a big thumbs up to the concealer. As of now, I'm highly impressed with the concealer. So to set my under eyes, I'm just going to use my Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm going to pick up this shade, the yellow shade, because I don't have anything from GlamGals to set my under eyes, and everything is creasing underneath my eyes. I think it's probably because of the foundation. So I'm quickly going to set everything. So to warm up my skin, since everything looks flat, I'm going to be using this compact. This is quite dark for me, as you can see. This is in the shade, or in the number CP10, and this comes with this sort of a sponge, and you have like this sort of holes made. I'm so bad at explaining. I'll insert clips, close-up clips, so that you can see the packaging and everything quite nicely. So here is the actual compact, and there you get a mirror. So I'm just quickly going to bronze up my skin. I'm just going to dip in my brush, dippy dip, tapping off the excess, and just bronze up my skin really well. Wow, it's quite nice as a bronzer, because it's very warm, and I love warm bronzers. I'm not going to be contouring today, because I think the bronzer would do. I'm going to pinch my brush and bronze my nose, or the sides of my nose as well. Also, the tackiness of the foundation has reduced a lot, but it still has not set completely. So I would powder at the end of my face makeup, and whatever harsh lines we have from the bronzer, that would also reduce after powdering. So it might look like, right now things might look very harsh, very structured, but don't worry, once we are done powdering and everything would just look together, put together. So far I think this is going to be my next favorite bronzer. I love warm bronzers, you guys. So yeah, right now I wish that this was in my exact shade, so that I could have tested it out as an actual compact, but nonetheless I think it's quite nice, because I don't see any choppiness with a lot of bronzers. You know, sometimes you can see that it has applied quite nicely over here, and then it would skip at certain places, but with this you can see it's looking quite even throughout my face. And whatever harsh lines we see right now, that would go away once we are done powdering our face. Next I have something I'm very excited to try out, and it is this lovely blush. Again, this comes in with a packaging where you like flip it and you have a brush. What is wrong with me? I can't even tell you the names. What is wrong? This is a dual toned blush, basically 2 shades. I'm going to be using this shade. Hopefully you can see the shades. I'm going to be using this one. This is more of a dark bronzy sort of a blush. Basically I don't like pink blushes, so I'm going to be dipping in this. Okay, I think that's a lot. Let's hope for the best. I'm always scared of blushes. That's not adding a lot of color, but I see like a shine going on. Okay, now I see color. This is more of a subdued version of Lakme Shimmer Brick because this does not add too much of that metallic shine on your face, but it's just like an illuminating blush. If you like illuminating blushes and not matte blushes, I think this would be a good option. Also, right now I really like it once it's all blended in. It's looking quite nice. So I think I'm done with my face makeup. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to set everything with my Maybelline Super Fresh Compact, and right now the tackiness also has decreased, so this foundation is definitely the one where you have to give it its own time for it to settle in your skin. And right now I don't think it's looking shiny or it's feeling shiny. You know, certain foundations feel so tacky that you can feel those foundations on your skin, but right now it has settled in, so I don't feel the foundation on my skin right now. So you have to give that foundation a little bit time. So I think it is quite nice to set everything right now. So let me do that real quick. For the face, I have one last product to try on. This is their Makeup Fixer Mist and Fix Vitamin E Enriched and Light on Skin. Let's quickly give this a shot. I probably sprayed too much. Smells a little weird. So now what I'm going to be doing is taking my sponge and very lightly going on top of everything. Okay, I probably sprayed too much on this side. Not probably, I surely sprayed too much. Right now I think my makeup looks so much more better. All the powderiness from the compact has gone, especially around the sides of my nose. Everything looks powdery. The fixer has taken care of that and everything looks so blended and everything just looks, I don't know, perfect. Quite happy and quite impressed with it right now. I brought you guys a little bit closer so that you can see my eye makeup a little better. The first thing I'm going to be doing is dipping my crease brush in the same bronzer and define my crease. I don't have any eyeshadow to play with. By the way, my ponytail. Anyways, so I don't have any eyeshadow to play with. So that's why I'm going to be using this face compact or bronzer for my crease. So let's define my crease. Once my crease is all defined, I'm going to be using this eyeshadow that they sent me. This is their diamond eyeshadow and this is in the number DE07. Now this came all broken. So what I'm going to be doing is taking a flat brush like this to pack that shadow. But before that, I'm going to be fixing this brush with the same fixer. Oops, that's too much. Now this might give me a lot of fallout because when I was swatching this seemed quite, what do you call, shimmery and pigmented. So I'm going to be very careful. Just like picking up the product like that. Yes, this might give me a lot of fallout actually. Okay, the shade is really pretty though. That's quite beautiful. I hope you can see the shade. Okay, yes, now you can see the shade. It's definitely more on the shimmery side, so if you love shimmery eyeshadows, you would love this. It's a very shimmery bronzy eyeshadow. To find the outer half of my eye, I'm going to be picking this black shade from my MUA palette. I'll list all the products down below, whatever other things I've used in this tutorial or for this look. I'm going to be placing this first. Blending it out with the same bronzer. liquid eyeliner by them. This is in the shade LE04 and this swatched so beautifully. So I think I'm going to do an ombre liner like blue and then fading into black. So let's see. That is gorgeous. And then proceeding with Blue Heaven's black liquid eyeliner and making a wing. Now for my lashes, I have this mascara by them. This is their volume and length mascara. So I'm quickly going to finish this up. So this is supposed to give you volume and length. So let's try it out. Oh my god, that is quite lengthening. Not sure about the volume, but that is quite lengthening. So I'll quickly do the same thing on this side and I'll be right back. That is the best I could do with my wings. Now I would say that this mascara might be the most lengthening one which I've tried so far. I'm not quite sure about the volume, but it did add a lot of length. Not quite sure if you can see because I have very bold wing going on, but it's very lengthening. So if you love lengthening mascaras, this might be a good option. And I just used my Nykaa kajal and used it on my waterline and smudged my lower lash line because there was a lot of drama going on the upper eyelids or eyelids basically, and nothing on the lower lash line, so I just smudged it. Now for my lips, I'm first going to be using this color. Now they have sent me quite a few lipsticks. They've actually sent me 5 lipsticks from their matte range. This is their matte waterproof long lasting range, and sadly all the shades which they have sent me kind of wash me out. These are quite light for me, but I still want something in the pink family. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using this one. I absolutely love this lipstick by them. This is their waterproof long lasting matte gloss. They call this as gloss, I guess. Yeah, they call it as Colorstay lip gloss. This basically is a very comfortable liquid lipstick which I've tried so far. It's more of like a mousse consistency, and the applicator is also it's beautiful. I will talk about this in one of my any other videos of mine, but right now I'm just going to use this on my lip. For that, I'm just going to remove my lip balm which I have going on. I'm going to go with LM13 or probably LPM08. This might turn out to be pinky. Much better. So I think this is the finished look. I would say right now my face might be looking very shiny because there was a lot of fallout from the eyeshadow which I used. So I'll just quickly give you an overall recap of all the products which I used. So firstly, I'm going to talk about this foundation. Right now I really like it. I like the coverage. I like the way it applied. It was quite blendable, and I did not use a lot of the foundation to cover my entire face. I would still be testing this out for a while, and I'll update you guys about this foundation. Concealer, I would definitely recommend. I don't think I'm doubtful about this. This is one of those illuminating concealers which you use, and when compared to other concealers of the same category, this was quite light. The formula was also very liquidy, not like very creamy, and difficult to blend, this was very easy to blend. So I would definitely recommend this concealer. Coming to the compact, I'm again impressed with the compact. I wish this was my exact color to be used as a compact and to be judged as a compact, but nonetheless I used it as my bronzer, and you can see it looks beautiful. There's no patchiness, there's no skipping of the bronzer. I love it. Now coming to this blush, as you guys know, I'm not a very big fan of blushes. I can skip my blush anytime, but right now as I'm looking at my face, the blush did add a lot of dimension on my face. I would say if you're looking for a good illuminating sort of a blush, but at the same time it shouldn't look too metallic on your face, this is a good option. If you are a matte blush lover, you would be disappointed with this because this adds quite a bit of shine on your cheekbones. So if you are a person who loves illuminator plus a blush in one product, I think this is a great option. I think this comes in a variety of shades, I'm not quite sure. So that is about the blush. Now for the eyeshadow, I would say if you're using their diamond eyeshadow, I would highly suggest that you use this first and then go with your face makeup. I'm not sure why there was so much fallout, probably because this was broken, or what I'm suspecting is because this is quite shimmery, especially the shade which I have, DE07. This one has a lot of shimmer particles in it, so that is why there was a lot of fallout on my face. So next is this shade which is LE07. I love this. I think I'm going to get multiple use out of this because it's summertime right now and it is such a vibrant and beautiful color. Really love this, and I love how things are looking a little bit different than regular black. Not sure if you can see from this distance, but I have done like a ombre sort of a look, so I would definitely suggest this liner for sure. In the past I have used a few shimmery colored liners. For example, I've used one gold liner from MUA, and that one I just did not like. That would kind of peel off, flake off, and it was so inconsistent. For example, when you are applying, it would apply a lot on certain areas and then it would just not apply at all in others. So that one was quite inconsistent, and since then I have never tried any shimmery liquid eyeliners, but this one compared to that was very good. There was barely any inconsistency, and even if you want to layer it, you can layer it. It does not peel off or it does not get flaky. At least till now it has not gotten flaky. So that is about this liner. Now for the mascara, oops, I was going to drop it again. For the mascara, if you love lengthening mascaras, I think you will definitely love this. It gave me such a doll eye look. I don't know how to explain this, but I've never been fan of lengthening mascaras, but I really like this. I think don't overdo with this mascara. It might get clumpy very quickly. So that is about the mascara. I think that's all the products which I've used in this. Oh, by the way, for lipsticks, I love this one. This is their gloss. I really like it. I've already used this because I couldn't control. You guys know how much I love browns, and it was so non-drying and lasted really long, and it only faded from the inside. It did not crumble or anything. I would update you guys about this. I'm going to use it repeatedly and I'll update you about these. These ones, this is their matte waterproof long lasting lipsticks. I cannot comment right now because I've not used these. The shades which they have sent me are quite light, and these shades wash me out, so I will however use these and I'll update you guys on the formula and everything. So those were all the products and my first impressions. Again, so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, and if you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.